guys, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing alright. This is the third video. We're going to be doing a couple of examples of Pythagorean Theorem All Forms. This is the bigger assignment. It's worth the most points. This kind of gives me like a nice summary of what you're supposed to know. I'd call it a review, but really there's still the distance formula that you guys have to learn in the next 2 pages. Those are also worth high value assignments. So again, understanding Pythagorean theorem would lead you to this big points and the following 2 assignments that will then get a little bit more complicated. I'm going to make those videos for you tomorrow. Again, these are going to cover examples throughout the page on both sides. I'm going to do one from each area, and then you guys can pretty much get help. If you want to see the video again, pause it, whatever you need to do to copy down the notes to understand it, review it, make a comment if you'd like. It's great to hear from you. But if you need to send me any messages, message me directly through the Google Classroom, and then we can talk from there. I'm pretty quick about sending messages back. Okay, so as of right now, we're going to get into the examples, and I'm going to do these as quickly as possible. Okay, now, example number 1 is a basic triangle. The hardest part about the triangle is that you absolutely need a calculator. I have already used a calculator, but we're going to do it again. Because this is Pythagorean Theorem Review, please make sure you understand and know that a squared and b squared equals c squared. Again, as we learn the assignment, you should label all of your sides, being able to identify that when you write it brand new, you now have substituted the values to make sure you understand what the problem then becomes. Okay, so we're going to start from the outside. 19 squared is 361. 17 squared is 289. And then this becomes x squared. When I subtract it from 289 from both sides, I'm left with x squared is 72. Now, they don't always come out that nice, but I know on a previous assignment we've done this work. So again, please understand, opposite format of the square is the square root. So when the square and the square root are together, it's just x. The square root of the 72 follows it with the 72. We now have to break that down. This goes back to the simplifying radicals that we learned way back in the first assignment. Again, 72 is 8 and 9. 9 is 3 and 3. 8, just to memorize it, is 2, 2, and 2. It's real simple. Again, being able to break down and understand how this works. The radical of 2 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3. 3's get to go outside. 2's get to go outside. You're left with x equals 2 times 3 radical 2. This then gives you x equals 6 radical 2. Now, if that's my answer, when I go into Illuminate, I type in 6 radical 2, and it's one word, one section, typed in just like that. And this is how you show me on Illuminate that that's how you complete the work. Okay, this is example number 1. But again, that is number 1 on your assignment as well. We're going to do a number 6 on the next section. So again, as we get into number 6, please make sure you understand. Okay, number 6, again, going back to the basics. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now they tell you that a equals 8, b we don't know, and c equals 10. This then goes into 8 squared plus the x squared that I don't know is equal to the 10 squared that they gave me. 64 plus x squared is 100. Minus the 64 from both sides. X squared equals 36. And again, just being able to finish that up, you take the radical of both sides, and I would hope that you know the radical of x is 6. Now in the computer you would type into the Infinite Campus the number 6, no radical, no symbol. If the answer is a whole number, you give me the answer as a whole number. Okay, moving on to the back side. Number 10 is pretty unique, but I am going to show you quickly how that's done. I will not solve it for you, but I will get you through it, and then we will do one word problem and finish up. Again, for I, it tells you there's two values. You need to find the number 3 that makes it a right triangle. So again, very quickly, A equals 9, B equals 41. You're trying to find C that you don't know because they just gave you some ridiculous numbers here. And again, have a calculator. A equals 13, B equals 85, and C is the unknown. You're solving for C. Okay, I am not going to address those questions in terms of value. Get a calculator, figure it out. Alright, moving on to the word problem. I just have to assume you guys are having trouble with maybe number 13, or I would even go as far as being able to understand number 14. I just don't know which one you want to go with, so calculator would help you with 14. Let's talk about 13. Again, this is number 13. Read the word problem. Now remember, you have to read a word problem 3 times. I don't care if you understand it the first time through. You have to pay attention to different elements and different things when you do the problem. 13 says, Oscar's doghouse is shaped like a tent. The slanted sides are both 5 feet long, and the bottom of the house is 6 feet across. So again, think about it. The dude has a tent. It's 6 feet across, 5 feet on each side. Again, what does that tell me? That tells me this dotted line that holds the tent up is going to make my right angle, so I don't need 6. I need the 3. In the process of then solving and calculating 3, again, you must label your sides properly. This is A, this is B, this is C. It doesn't really matter which one's A or B, but just understand that at the moment B is my unknown. This becomes 3 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. 9 plus x squared equals 25. Minus the 9 from both sides. X squared equals 16. And again, very easy, very nicely, the radical forms. The radical of 16 should be a very simple answer for most of you. And again, if you know that x equals 4, when you go into the illuminate answer is just typing in the number 4. You do not have to do the radical or any other item there. And I hope this video finds you well. I hope you guys are able to let me know how it goes. I'm doing this for you guys. I hope it works out great. Enjoy. I'll put 2 more videos up tomorrow for the distance formula. Yes, that becomes very heavy. Yes, that becomes very difficult, especially those who still have problems with their negatives. Get the work done up to this point. That is the majority of the points that are valued and scored in the computer. I'm already entering things into the computer. Make sure you're getting the work done. Good luck.